Hey y'all, welcome back to Conversations with Carrie, and boom, I got another guest here. So excited. So, okay, as we know, Thanksgiving's coming up.
Yes.
And for those who don't know, I've been staying with my parents and during the holiday time frame, so that I'm not by myself over the holidays during the pandemic, and I've been eating, y'all. I've been eating, and she's been cooking. So I was like, one of my favorite things I love for her to cook is peach cobbler. And we gonna take it old school. I mean, we talking homemade crust, y'all. We gonna have some fun, but we gonna walk you through it. And yeah, mommy, let's go ahead and get started. So
the first thing I want to do is have you spray the pan.
Okay, spray the pan. I'm the assistant today.
Because we always make the crust first, so we can pre-cook the bottom. Because we do not like soggy bottom.
No, and let me also say that crust, if your peach cobbler don't have crust, it ain't peach cobbler. I don't want no crumbles, no. And I don't want none of that. I want crust, and I want heavy crust. And y'all, if we wasn't on camera, we would have on bonnets, and mama would have her t-shirt on probably backwards, because when she like looks extra, like looks a mess, that means the food's gonna be extra good. So, but we looking cute for y'all today. So, okay, I need to tell.
I use all vegetable shortening, and butter flavor is really good, but we still have any today. But I really prefer butter flavor shortening.
Okay, and how much of that do you use?
I use a cup of that.
Okay.
And to 3 cups of flour.
Okay.
Which is the flour right here. And I put the shortening in the refrigerator to be cold. You know,
it's kind of like when you make biscuits, you want your butter coated.
Right, and then some of the pie crust also call for butter, but we're using the shortening style. So
okay.
1 cup. All right, now put a little salt in it, and with a teaspoon, put 2 teaspoons of salt in it.
And for the record,
messy already,
yeah, I was about to say we're measuring for y'all, because when I watch her cook, homegirl ain't measuring.
Now put the cold shortening in.
Okay.
About my family, my grandmother and my aunt, they are really big cooks. Right here, big cooks, and I didn't sit right next to them and watch them cook, but it's really just in my DNA.
I was just gonna ask, like, how did you get started in cooking? So it's just in your DNA.
It's like my DNA.
And my sister and my brother, we all cook. My brother cooks really well. He doesn't do a lot of baking. I do both, and my sister prefers to do my sister just doesn't like it. She's actually a really good cook. She just doesn't like to cook. But yeah, this is like all we saw growing up. My mother was always fixing something sweet. My daddy likes to have something sweet in the house, and as kids growing up, that's just what we saw her doing. Like, she always had this kind of stuff. So did you watch like your Aunt Fronime or great grandmother? Did you watch them cooking?
I saw them cooking. My grandmother had a restaurant.
Oh, okay.
And they had like a dance hall to it. And I remember going down. I remember going to the restaurant and fixing me a hamburger on the grill. You know, and with big old hall, and I just remember that. But they always good cooks. And then my grand back in the day, when black people couldn't work a lot of places, she worked in restaurants.
Oh. Okay.
Now what I'm doing is combining the shortening with the flour. That's what I'm doing here. All right, now.
What is this tool? I've seen you have this forever. What exactly is this? A masher?
No, it's the. What is this thing called? It's a shortening cutter.
Okay, all right, a shortening cutter. That's a technical term. Okay. All right, now what you want now?
Then you also use a fork.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like you've taught us how to cook with a fork.
I need some cold water. Just fill it with cold water. Just use this as a shortening. It doesn't hurt it. Not the cold water out of the refrigerator.
Got it.
And I just do a little bit at a time to get the feel of the crust. You don't want to put too much water and be too gummy.
Do you find that
pastry cutter? That's called.
Pastry cutter. We got it. It's gonna come to you. Okay, got it.
Pastry cutter.
Now, and you just add a little bit of water at a time. A little bit at a time.
At a time.
Okay.
And you don't want to really work it too much because you don't want tough dough.
Tough dough. All right.
But like I said, my aunt and grandmother and my father, you know, really good cooks. Really, and my brother was a good cook too. They really barbecue well.
Now you know you gotta say Aunt Frances was a good cook too, because I know Aunt Frances, I know you're gonna watch this and you're gonna feel away. If she doesn't say that you're a good cook, so okay. But we use hands.
Dry, so put a little bit more water here.
Okay, do you need me to get any more water?
No, I think I have enough. Yes, have enough.
Okay. And then you just start working it in.
Okay. Working it in to get a dough ball of dough filled.
And how should it feel as you're working it in?
Feel soft.
Okay, it's sticking to your hands just a little bit, not tons.
Nope. So that's why that's why I love cooking, just for my family. Mm-hmm.
Because it's just like what you always, it's in you. It's what you've always done.
And a funny story about your dad, when he first came over.
Oh, when y'all first started dating?
Dinner. I cooked the whole dinner for him.
Now see, you know this is old school because for one, you ain't coming over to my house when we first meet. I don't know you. And then for two, and mommy was 18 at the time.
Yes.
You were 18 or 17?
No, I was 17.
Now, listen.
I was 17.
Now keep in mind, they didn't allow us to date until we were 16. And I can't imagine inviting some boy over my house to cook. Okay, so you cooked for him.
I cooked for him. I cooked a big dinner too.
So what you just did there, sorry, you have because one is the bottom and one is the top.
Yes, exactly.
Because again, you need plenty of crust in the peach cobbler, y'all.
So yes, I fixed a big dinner for him. So you talk about a way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Well, I started off like that, and been going ever since.
And what? Y'all got engaged how many months into dating?
I think it was we got engaged in September and got married in June.
Right up. Apparently, the food must have been really good.
It must have been really good. So I'm still making sure it's good.
Y'all, she's put her elbow into it. I feel so unuseful.
All right, that's good. See, feel the consistency. See how?
I'm not gonna touch it.
Is she a city girl or what?
Okay, here we go.
All right.
I'm a city girl with a country heart is what I like to say.
All right, now.
Okay.
I do just move this around.
Now, since this is only the bottom, it doesn't have to, do you make it go over the pan or no?
No.
Okay, just on the inside.
It's inside.
Okay.
It's inside. And you take your finger and you work it.
So I feel like this is the key is putting your bottom crust in and baking it. Pre-baking it.
I learned that, actually I learned that from Michelle Obama.
Oh, did you? You know what? Michelle Obama's always teaching us.
Yeah, I saw a recipe that she had for peach cobbler, and she pre-baked the bottom. That's where I got that from.
Now, mommy, for those of us who this kind of baking is not our ministry. You taught me originally like this, but I've also used the store-bought crust.
Oh, yes, that's excellent.
Okay.
You know, if I thought about that, we could have used that too, but I wanted to do it from scratch.
Yes.
Just take this right here, take a little hole, not a lot of holes, because just some things keep you from popping up too much.
Yeah, and first of all, she would use any utensil that's nearby, but normally when I did this, I used a fork and just put a little, how many did you do? Maybe 8?
Just little holes, but you don't want
little holes, so that way it can breathe a little bit and that it helps it from getting crusty.
All right, now I'm going to cook this for 10 minutes.
So 10 minutes in the oven, and her oven, the oven was preheated at
400.
400?
400.
Okay. All right, mommy, so we got the butters melted, and what's in here?
We have 2 cans of peaches that have been sliced, and my husband, my handsome husband, loves to have his peaches cut even more, so he takes time and cut all the peaches up to small pieces.
Yes, so
but you don't have to do that.
No, you don't have to do that. So you put 1 can. Did you put the syrup and everything in them?
Yes, 2 cans.
Okay, so 2 cans, syrup and all.
Right.
And if you have a father and a husband like we do, he'll cut up the peaches because he likes to eat small pieces.
I know. He's spoiled.
What else? So, okay, so 2 of these.
Now you can use 3 cans.
Depending on how big it is?
How big the pan is, or how high you want it.
Okay.
So 3 cans, or at least 2 cans.
At least 2. You can maybe do 3 or even 2.5. Okay,
right.
Cool.
Now, if the peaches have a lot of juice in them, you may want to put a can and a half of the juice in there.
Okay.
Because we're going to add some thickener to it, but sometimes you don't want it soupy.
Right. I do not like soupy peach cobbler.
So I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of flour.
Okay.
Now, I like cinnamon.
Yes. Okay. So some cinnamon.
We also use 1 stick of melted butter.
Well, this is the 1 stick of melted butter. Okay, we're going to pour that in.
Make sure you get all of it.
Yep.
Get all of it out there.
Okay.
And cinnamon.
Okay.
She likes a lot of cinnamon.
I do. I like a lot of cinnamon and vanilla.
So I just put it in until I think it's about right. And then now I put a little nutmeg, but not very much because it's so strong.
I don't like a lot of nutmeg either.
That's about it. Just a little dash.
Like a little, literally, y'all, she was like, dash.
And you don't have to put it in at all.
Okay. Ooh, I'm gonna spill some.
All right, now vanilla. I like a lot of vanilla too.
I like a lot of vanilla, so let's bring that in.
I am gonna measure this because.
Okay. You put like
fourth of a teaspoon. Put a
fourth of a teaspoon of salt in it.
Fourth
Okay.
of salt. All right. Now we're gonna mix this up, Carrie.
Oh, okay. Is that my job? What am I mixing with? Oh, this one. Okay.
All right, mix it up real good. And while she's doing that, take the crust.
All right, she's checking the crust while I'm mixing. And when I first time I made this, so your syrup actually turns almost like a pretty light brown because of the cinnamon, the nutmeg, and the flour and stuff.
All right, now we add the sugar too.
Okay.
Now, sugar, you add the sugar to taste.
Yeah, like some people don't like their peach cobbler like really sweet. We like ours, I would say pretty sweet. Yeah, we like ours pretty sweet.
Now that's just 1 cup so far. Now this is 2 cups, Carrie.
Okay.
I think it should be enough. Now I want you to mix it up real good, then taste it.
Okay. Now when Daddy came over for the first time, what was on the menu?
Oh, I believe I had homemade rolls. I had turkey dressing. It was a really.
I was like, it was a Thanksgiving dinner for your first date.
It was a good meal. Good meal.
And you got him.
Yes.
He was like, oh, she cute and she cooked.
Watch out now.
I'm just saying I am too for the record, but okay.
So that's what I did. No,
Yeah.
And people come every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
Every week.
That was y'all's weekly date.
So people come.
Did y'all talk on the phone in between then?
We did for hours.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Right.
All right, so we're setting this to the side, and then
The sugar here.
we're gonna roll up the crust. We're not gonna since you've already seen the crust, we're not gonna show that part. So we'll be back. Okay.
And with all this good filling, gonna go in here.
Y'all see me stand back saying nobody trying to get splashed.
Okay, we're gonna get all of it on there.
Yeah, all that goodness.
All that goodness.
Oh, that goodness.
All the melted butter, which has got kind of cold, so we're gonna get all that there.
Okay, y'all, I'm showing y'all like those little like clumps you see. That's just like the butter and cinnamon and sugar and stuff, little nutmeg and the vanilla. But doesn't that look good?
All right, now we put the top.
And see also how full it is. I think that's great to see.
Yes. All right, now since filling to the side of the pan, we're gonna put the top crust on. And there's no particular way, just we want to make sure there's plenty of crust on here, so we move this around a little bit, because they like plenty of crust.
Yes, so don't waste any of it.
My late mother-in-law, Mildred Thomas, she's told me about that part, of how to brush on that butter to make it real flaky. And sometimes I would get compliments from her family saying, almost good as mom's.
Almost good as grandma's. Y'all, I don't recall having grandma's peach cobbler. I don't remember.
Now this is melted butter we put on here. So I just take right here and just
and you brush all along the top of it, along the corner, the sides.
What I'm gonna do is cut little slits in so it can breathe.
Okay.
So as it's cooking, so it'll breathe and it'll have somewhere to go.
Okay, giving y'all a shot. It's not quite there. We like our crust a little bit darker, but it's getting there. Look at all the bubbly, juicy goodness. Oh my gosh, doesn't that look delicious? I mean, come on. So mommy, let's dive into it so I can taste test it.
All right, let's get some over here.
Ooh, yeah, let's get that corner. Ooh, y'all look at it. You hear that crunch?
Oh yeah, the crust is good. The bottom's good and crusty.
Ooh. Okay. Ooh, I'm so excited.
It's good.
Okay, let me. Let's see. Is it hot?
Just think if it has some ice cream on it.
I know.
Topping. It's good.
It's so good. Oh, it's so good. Like the flaking, like the crunchiness of the crust, and like the butter and the sugar. And yeah, and I ain't even fronting. I'm going back to my second bite.
Yes.
Well, mommy, thank you so much.
You're quite welcome.
This has been such a treat. And I am going to eat the rest of this. But thank you for sharing your wisdom.
You're quite welcome.
And your recipes. And y'all, please make sure to like and subscribe because y'all just got that goodness coming in. And also don't forget to head over to carrielee.com because I'm still writing and blogging over there. And you know what? Hopefully we'll see you again soon. All right.
Thanks
Until
for
next
watching.
time. Bye.
Bye.